Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising, November 2019, with me, Lada, from astrolada.com. So, Libra, big events are happening this month. One of them is the birth of Mars in your sign. Mars is being born in your sign, which means for the next 2.5 years, you are going to be under Mars influence. You are going to be, and that's happened from the beginning of the month. You're gonna feel this surge of energy coming to you. You're going to start feeling more motivated, more driven, more ambitious. Till now, Mars was invisible, which means it was like Mars was preparing for a new incarnation, and for the first time in many years, it's being born in the sign of Libra. So Mars wants to give you from its strength for the next 2.5 years, and you're going to feel this first burst already gradually from the start of November, and that will be a call for you to get active. For many Libras, this will mean that you're going to give birth to a new Mars activity in your life. What is that? That can be start to working out, for example, for some of you. For others, it might, and for you as Libras, it's great to work out in a pair with another. For others, it can indicate more physical mobility, that you'll be called to be way more active physically, to move back and forth around for the next 2.5 years. It can also mean more ambition and drive. And by the way, Mars rules your 7th house. It's being born in your 1st house. 7th house is other people. With a partnership or through a partner, you can get motivated to start some new big project together starting on November. Another person can be instrumental in getting you activated to be more physical, more driven, more ambitious. But you are going to do the major work. You're going to feel this flow of vitality, of macho masculine energy. Even if you're a woman, it can also indicate that you can slim down, because Mars gives this kind of, speeds up the metabolism. And again, as I said, it's not just going to be this November. The impact will be for 2 years ahead. The 1st house is all new beginnings as well. You're the 1st house, So new Mars things will be born in your life. As I said, it's also some ambitious project, for example. It can be that you put the first steps into that you get very excited about. It can be about a new competitive project that it might not immediately now that you win something, but you will start on it now. It can be a new, what does Mars rule as well in your horoscopes? The 7th house. It can be the birth of a new relationships for some of you, that the partner, but they come and find you because Mars is in your house. So Mars, it's immediate. No one is intermediary. You go out and you see each other and you start talking to each other. It won't be like, here it is. I'm gonna introduce you to someone who is a friend of a friend or someone. No, it's a direct birth of a new person that is kind of that comes to you immediately, type of thing. And it's new partnership as well can be born, because a business partnership, for example, collaboration with someone. So you see, and if relationships till now are a little bit, if your partner maybe was not motivated or didn't have energy, this will also change, because Mars is their planet. It rules their 7th house as well. But it will impact you personally. It will motivate you and trigger into action as well. Mars also rules, where is it, Scorpio, your 2nd house. So it can be the birth of a new project or a new activity that will bring, that you will put consistent energy, that you will put like bursts of energy, into for the next 2 years, that brings more material or financial stability for you. But it's almost like you're going after it as well, because Mars is in your 1st house. But some new opportunity will come, and maybe it will be like in a business partnership with another or collaboration with another that can lead to more material security and stability. But do take those first steps now. Such ideas come. You don't necessarily have to make it happen all this month. You have 2.5 year period till the next birth of Mars happens, but this time it will be in a different area of your horoscope. Mars wants to innovate things as well. It wants you to innovate something about your whole appearance, wants you to innovate like a new image. For some of you might be, for some of you might be like a new, like you will be called to be way more assertive. It's like Mars is being born in your sign. You're asked to fight for something, to start some fight, to start. I'm not saying go and fight with people, but to start, you know what you mean, what I mean. To start some endeavor where you are the initiator and where you are, and almost like a partner can push you into that and give you this impetus. So very interesting. And by the way, I forgot to say that my yearly horoscopes are coming out 2020. Each sign is 2 hours long. It's very in-depth. It's very excitable. And if you pre-order now, you will receive it at 35% less, only $6.99 for 2-hour video for each sign. You can order all the 12 signs, and they'll be like 60% off if you order them all, or something like that. And also my written horoscopes are out, and you can order them immediately again, and they're until the 21st of November, 30% off as well. And now, let's carry on with other good news. But one thing else that Mars being born in your sign can indicate is that people might start wondering, is that my kind and sweet Libra? That you become way more feisty, and you'll see this, you're way more driven, way more willing to go after the things you want. So maybe that's a new side of yourself that you're going to notice now, that others will be kind of a bit taken aback by. All right, so let's see what else is happening. Mercury is going retrograde. Is from the start of November again, but this is in your second house. So the first 20 days of this month, when it comes to your finances and resources, you have to reorganize, regroup, rebudget in some way. There might be some unexpected expenses that come that you have to be prepared for, and because of that you have to rearrange your other finances as well. Don't take financial risks around that time. Don't start big financial things of any sort, even though Mars can give you the impetus, because it rules the second house, but you're only going to be able to start seeing results from those financial activities after November 21st, when Mercury becomes visible and direct. Also something that you lost, for example, you might find it now when Mercury is retrograde in your second house, or you can take something that you have and bring it back to life. So some old dress that you can redo it, or you might want to reorganize your wardrobe, because Mercury wants to organize things better, to throw out some things as well that are broken, that are no longer necessary. So it might be like a big cleaning up that you're doing of your possessions, of your materials, if you're using for business or whatever, and rethinking of the strategy of your resources and income of any sort. But also it can require that you're putting a lot of mental work, planning, organizing around material or material matters or possessions of some sort, or maybe some old investments that you are trying to rearrange them, something of that sort, or maybe some old investments that you have, now they can bring money back. But I think you'll notice it after the November 21st. So then don't take big risks with resources. But then Mercury becomes direct and visible in your second house. So suddenly your whole material situation, even if it was stressful, it becomes so much better organized. It becomes so resources start becoming accessible and visible. It's a fantastic time around the end of November, after the 21st, to launch any business activities, Mercury's business activities, that are focused towards any project. Second house rules any projects, that people can use that are tangible, whether it's makeup, whether it's clothes. So any important business activities when Mercury becomes visible. Wait and then. So the last 10 days of the month will really be fantastic for all such things. But especially the 23rd of November. So I would say the last 10 days of November, because then we're going to have Jupiter and Venus be together at the galactic center. I've even pointed them here, the galactic center and Jupiter and Venus. This will not repeat. I don't know, probably not within our lifetime again. The galactic center is the source of divine inspiration, is the source of creation for us, is the most spiritually powerful impulse. and Jupiter and Venus are the two most benefic planets. So through their rays, you're going to receive the blessings of the galactic center in your third house. And by the way, Venus is you. So you are aligning with the most powerful point in the sky, the galactic center, for powerful inspiration with Jupiter, the wisest, the most benevolent, graceful, the most forgiving planet of all. So you can have some, towards the end of the month, some kind of a, and it's happening in your third house of thinking, so some inspirational thought can come to you, some great idea. It can be some great connection, third house rules, relatives, siblings, teammates, workmates, people around you in your life. Someone very special can appear in your life. I'm not talking so much relationship-wise, like, you know, marriage type of thing or boyfriend, girlfriend, but some connection that is very beneficial for you. So people that turn up in your life, associates or whatever, around the 23rd, maybe a few days before, a few days after, they can be like a blessing from God to help you, to align you to the right path. It's also around that time, third house is all commercial activities, business activities, marketing, advertising, writing and speaking, reports. If you have any presentation to do it then, around that period. Because, you know, you have this powerful burst of inspiration and positive vibration coming from the alignment of those three super benefic planets, points, you know, in the sky. Something very good can come to you as from third house as well. Maybe a sibling or a relative or a coworker or teammate can bring a great idea or some offer to you. Business-wise, it can be a fantastic month, the last 10 days, again, as I said, to do some collaboration with someone, to take some trip. If you take a trip the last 10 days of November, this place can align you. It can be a short trip, a few days up to, you know, a couple of weeks. This trip can align you to the right path in your life. It can bring a lot of inspiration to you. If you start some business project, or you might be completing, more like seeing the results of some business or commercial project, or for some of you might be like a writing project or a marketing or media of any sort, video, you know, article that gives beautiful results that you channel such deep insights from, and that can be like a blessed idea that you have to bring out there to the public to communicate it. You know, and you're like the third house, the house of the messenger. You might be like the voice of God now. You might have a very important message to deliver to others the last 10 days of November. Do it. Do it, because many people will benefit to you, including you, of course. And it's just a lucky period around the 23rd of November, with, and I would say a few days before and after, with your planet joining Jupiter. Also, some talent or skills of yours that you have can bring you big blessings as well towards the end. So that's my horoscope for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. A lot of good news. And yes, do check the 2020 video horoscopes, so the written ones, and the early bird offer is just $6.99. Thank you.